There's a lamp still glowing low in the room you used to know. Dust is dancing through the air like a memory still hanging there. Oh, photographs inside a box, frozen hearts and ticking clocks. Every note you left behind still plays circles in my mind. And the city keeps on breathing while I'm lost inside your name, trying hard to keep moving, but nothing feels the same. Midnight letters by my side, words I never learned to hide. Every page still feels so warm, like your hands before the storm. I trace the ink, I hear your voice, like I still have one more choice. Even if the night moves on, part of you is never gone. Coffee cups and window rain, quiet songs and subtle pain. Morning comes but not for me, I'm still where we used to be. Street lights paint the empty floor, shadows drift beside the door, like your footsteps in my head, walking through the things unsaid. And the silence feels much louder than the thunder in the sky. Love can leave without a warning, without a reason why. Midnight letters by my side, words I never learned to hide. Every page still feels so warm, like your hands before the storm. I trace the ink, I hear your voice, like I still have one more choice. Even if the night moves on, part of you is never gone. Maybe love is just a fire that survives inside the ash. Not enough to keep us burning, but enough to light the past. Midnight letters in my hands, scattered like forgotten plans. Though the story reached its end, I still thank you now and then. As the dawn begins to rise, I release these sleepless nights. One last breath, one last embrace, then the dark just fades away. Midnight letters, soft and slow. Finally, I let you go. Street lights dripping silver on the avenue, city sleeping under shades of blue, coffee cooling by the window frame. Everything feels quiet with your name. I still hear the footsteps in my hall, little echoes dancing on the wall. Memories like flowers in the dark, softly growing from a broken heart. I was falling, falling through the night, searching for a little bit of light. Like a midnight bloom, you appear too soon, in the silence, in the gloom, lighting up my room. Like a midnight bloom, gone beneath the moon, but your colors stay with me in glass, teaching me that nothing ever lasts. Still I keep your laughter in my hands, like a photograph I understand. Maybe love was never meant to stay, only pass and gently fade away, leaving little traces in the air, proof that once you really had been there. I was drifting with the tide, holding on to what I left behind. Like a midnight moon, you appeared too soon, in the silence, in the gloom, lighting up my room. Like a midnight moon, gone beneath the moon, but your colors stayed with me. In the dark, I still see. Now the morning slowly pulls me near, washing out the shadows and the fear. Though your touch has turned to distant light, you still made this darkness feel alive. Like a midnight bloom, soft against the moon. For a moment you were mine, like a rare design. Like a midnight bloom, fading with the dawn, but the beauty that you left still goes on. And I smile into the light as the night is calm. Golden shadows on your skin, where our story used to begin. Ocean breeze and tangled hair, summer felt eternal there. Barefoot running through the sand, your fingers wrapped around my hand. We were young enough to think love could never miss a beat. Now the waves still kiss the shoreline, but your voice is far away. Like the colors of the sunset, slowly fading into gray. Fading summer lights, burning in my eyes, like a photograph that time could never fully hide. We were made of golden days, late night talks in ocean haze. Though the seasons said goodbye, you remain in summer skies. Windows down on coastal roads, singing songs that no one knows, laughing like the night was ours, driving underneath the stars. Now the air feels colder here, autumn whispers in my ear. Every season moves along, but your memory stays strong. And I still replay the moments like a movie in my head. Every promise that we made is still alive, though love has fled. Fading summer lights, burning in my eyes, like a photograph that time could never fully hide. We were made summer skies. Maybe nothing truly lasts, not the future, not the past, but some hearts are meant to glow long after they let go. Fading summer lights, soft against the night, like the warmth you left behind, still shining through my mind. Though the tides have changed their way and the colors start to fade, I will keep those moments bright inside these summer lights. One last sunset, one last glow, then I smile and let it go. Found a box beneath my bed tonight, dusty corners holding faded light, little snapshots frozen out of time. You were yours and somehow you were mine. Summer jackets, rooftops, cheap red wine, laughing like we could outlive the night. Every frame still keeps a softer hue, like the world was warmer next to you. Now the colors slowly disappear, but your outline still is crystal clear. Like fading Polaroids, we're turning into noise, a little blur, a little ache, a smile I cannot recreate. Like fading Polaroids, lost among the void, but somewhere in these paper skies, you're still alive inside my mind. Coffee rings and letters left unread, tiny ghosts still dancing in my head. All the places carrying your name, nothing looks or feels quite the same. I can hear your laughter in the rain, like a melody I can't explain. Every memory softly pulling me to a version of what used to be. Time is gentle, time is also cruel, turning gold to pale and beautiful. Like fading Polaroids, we're turning into noise, a little blur, a little ache, a smile I cannot recreate. Like fading Polaroids, lost among the void, but somewhere in these paper skies, you're still alive inside my mind. Maybe love was never meant to stay, just to leave its colors on the way. A quiet proof that once we burned and left with something real to learn. Like fading Polaroids, soft and fragile noise, though the edges all turn white, you still color up my nights. Like fading Polaroids, floating out of sight, but I hold the warmth you gave in these memories I save. Some things fade but never leave, not completely. Morning light through half-closed blinds, dust and gold in quiet lines. Your old mug still by the sink makes me stop and makes me think. Sunday air is slow and gray, nothing much has changed today, but your sweater on that chair feels like proof you're almost there. Funny how the smallest details keep a whole world coming back. Little marks and little moments living in the cracks. Coffee stains on Sunday, Circles on the page, tiny traces of a love we couldn't seem to save. Your laughter in the kitchen still echoes through my mind, like warm and faded snapshots I replay all the time. Rain taps softly on the glass, like it knows about the past. Songs we loved are playing low in a room that misses home. Every corner holds your name, even silence sounds the same. I keep finding pieces left in the spaces on the shelf. Maybe love is never over, it just changes into dust, settles in familiar places, teaching hearts to trust. Coffee stains on Sunday, circles on the page, tiny traces of a love we couldn't seem to save. Your laughter in the kitchen still echoes through my mind, like warm and faded snapshots I replay all the time. I don't need to hold you tightly to remember what was real. Some goodbyes can still be gentle, some old wounds can slowly heal. Coffee stains on Sunday, soft beneath my hand, like a map of where we've been and all we couldn't plan. Though the morning keeps on moving and the rain begins to slow, I keep the warmth, release the ache, and finally let you go. Coffee cools, the day begins. Sunday fades with quiet wind. Morning light falls through the blinds, painting gold across the quiet lines. Your old sweater on the wooden chair still feels like you're somewhere here. Coffee cooling by the sink again, little circles where your hands had been. Tiny marks left on the kitchen stone, funny how they make me less alone. Some things disappear without a sound, some things stay when no one's around. Like coffee stains on Sunday, you linger in small ways, a little warmth, a little brown, a trace of us still hanging around. Like coffee stains on Sunday, simple, soft and mundane, not loud enough to break my heart, just quiet proof of who we are. Rain taps softly on the window pane, like it knows I'm thinking of your name. Every room is full of gentle ghosts, made of things I used to love the most. Your playlist hums from memory, like an unfinished symphony. Not a tragedy, not a goodbye, just a page I never fully dry. Love can lead in subtle shades, not with fire but slow decay. Like coffee stains on Sunday, you linger in small ways, a little warmth, a little brown, a trace of us still hanging around. Like coffee stains on Sunday, softly fading day by day, shape still fits inside this home. Maybe healing looks like this. Tiny aches I somehow miss. Learning not to wash away every mark of yesterday. Like coffee stains on Sunday. Not everything must fade. Some memories are meant to stay in ordinary little ways. Like coffee stains on Sunday, warm beneath the gray. And though the cup is empty now, the scent remains somehow. Morning moves, the rain grows light, and I let go with time. Rain falls softly on the street, silver lights beneath my feet. Every corner, every lane whispers something of your name. City shadows blur and bend like a story near its end. Cold reflections on the glass hold the pieces of our past. And the sky keeps crying for us, like it knows what we became. Every drop upon the window spells your name again. Your name in the rain, running down the glass. Like a love I try to hold but never meant to last. Every falling drop tonight brings your memory to life. Though you're somewhere far away, I still hear your name in rain. Neon signs and empty roads, heavy hearts and winter coats. I still walk the places where we once turned the night to air. Time moves slowly after loss, counting all the lines we crossed. Some goodbyes don't make a sound, they just slowly pull you down. And the thunder in the distance feels like echoes of goodbye. Like the moment that I knew love was learning how to die. Your name in the rain, running down the glass. Like a love I tried to hold but never meant to last. Every falling drop tonight brings your memory to life. Though you're somewhere far away, I still hear your name in rain. Maybe storms are made for healing, washing old dreams from the air, leaving only what is honest and the truth that you were there. Your name in the rain, fading with the dawn. Like a song that played too long, then suddenly was gone. Now the clouds begin to clear, and the silence feels sincere. I release the ache and pain with your name inside the rain. Raindrops slow, the night grows morning light is settling in. You came like morning through the haze, quiet light on sleepy days, soft as linen, warm as spring, like a song the bluebirds sing. Every glance a watercolor sky, gentle as the passing time. Nothing loud, nothing too bright, just enough to hold the night. In a world of black and white, you became my softer side. I remember you in soft colors, pink horizons, fading summers, golden laughter, pale blue dreams. Nothing was as bright as it seemed. I remember you in soft colors, tender shades and whispered wonders. Even still bloom beneath my skin. Old cafe in rainy streets, your reflection next to me. Tiny moments dressed in gold, stories only we could hold. Now the seasons turn and run, still I chase the setting sun, hoping somewhere in the glow a little piece of you still shows. Though the canvas starts to fade, love has left its favorite shade. I remember you in soft colors, pink horizons, fading summers, golden laughter, pale blue dreams. Nothing was as bright as it seems. I remember you in soft colors, tender shades and whispered wonders. Even now when daylight ends, you still bloom beneath my skin. Not every love was built to stay, some are made to paint the gray, leaving traces on the soul, turning broken into whole. I remember you in soft colors, like the warmth of hidden embers. Though the seasons took their turn, some hues are too soft to burn. I remember you in soft colors, quiet light that still recovers. And with every sunset glow, a part of you still softly shows. In the dusk and tender light, you fade into the night. Evening settles on the town, sky turns navy, sun goes down. Streetlights flicker one by one, like tiny stars before they're gone. There's a silence in the air, like your ghost is everywhere. In the corners of my mind, where I keep what's left behind. And the world turns soft and blurry in this in-between, like a photograph still breathing somewhere in a dream. Blue hour memories drifting over me, like the colors of a sky too beautiful to keep. You were warmth before the cold, a quiet story left untold. inside of me. Car lights paint the empty roads, golden lines and afterglows. Every turn reminds me of late night drives and borrowed love. Now the city hums below, while I stand here all alone, watching time dissolve away into shades of blue and gray. Funny how the fading daylight makes the truth feel clear. Some hearts leave but never vanish, they just stay right here. Blue, our memories drifting over me, like the colors of a sky too beautiful to keep. You were warmth before the cold, a quiet story left untold. Though the daylight had to leave, you still live inside of me. Maybe love was meant to find us, only for a little while, just enough to change the colors of the way I see the night. Blue, our memories, soft as twilight breeze, like a moment caught between the dark and fading heat. Though the stars replace the sun and another day is done, I hold peace inside the blue and softly think of you. Blue fades out, the stars appear, night begins, the sky is clear. Silver shadows on my floor tonight, curtains dancing in the pale moonlight. Your old words inside a wooden drawer still feel warmer than they did before. Ink is fading on the paper skin, like the places that we might have been. Every line still sounds a little true, like the night was always made for you. Time moves softly through my hands, but some things I still understand. Moonlight letters, folded dreams, written in between the seams of everything we couldn't say, but somehow felt along the way. Moonlight letters, soft and blue, every page still leads to you, like a story left half done, waiting for a morning sun. Dusty edges, coffee-colored lines, little pieces of another time. Promises we made beneath the stars, now just constellations in my heart. I can hear your voice between each page, like a melody that doesn't age. Not as loud as when you first were near, but enough to make the silence clear. Love can fade but still remain, hidden softly in the grain. Moonlight letters, folded dreams, written in between the seams of everything we couldn't say, but somehow felt along the way. Moonlight letters, soft and blue, maps for lonely hearts, guiding us through darker paths. Moonlight letters, silver skies, fragments of a past life. Though the ink may slowly blur, your memory still softly stirs. Moonlight letters, calm and bright, keeping company tonight. And when dawn begins to rise, I let them rest with the light. Paper closes, night grows thin, morning slowly settles in. We were leaning on the rooftop side, watching city lights collide. Summer wind inside your hair, underneath the sky we used to share. You were laughing at the moon, like the night would stay till noon. Young enough to just believe nothing good would ever leave. Now the stars still hang above me, but they don't feel quite the same. Ever since you turned memory, and silence learned your name. The sky we used to share still follows me everywhere, painted in the shades of us, in fading gold and midnight dust. Though your hand is not in mine, I still see you in the light. Every cloud and every flare belongs to what we used to share. Autumn came and changed the air, cold winds moving through nowhere. Leaves were falling at our feet, like little endings in the street. Now I walk these roads alone, with a heart half made of stone. Still the sunset hits just right, and brings you back into my sight. Funny how the smallest colors can awaken something deep, turning ordinary evenings into promises I keep. The sky we used to share still follows me everywhere, painted in the shades of us, in fading gold and midnight dust. Though your hand is not in mine, I still see you in the light. Every cloud and every flare belongs to what we used to share. Maybe some things never leave us, not the stars, not certain views, not the people who once shaped the way we learned to love the blue. A sky we used to share now lives inside the air, like a quiet kind of grace time could never quite erase. Though the night moves slowly on and another day is gone, I look up and find you there, inside that sky we used to share. Morning comes, the stars grow dim, but your light still lingers in. The room is quiet after midnight rain. Streetlights shimmer in the window pane. I trace the outline of your empty side, like maybe time forgot to say goodbye. Your sweater still hangs by the bedroom door, like it's waiting for a life before. Funny how the smallest things can stay long after people drift away. I thought the distance, I thought the years would wash away these fragile tears, but I'm still breathing your name like a prayer inside the rain. Every sigh, every flame somehow leads me back again. I'm still breathing your name, though the seasons haven't stayed. In the silence, in the gray, you remain. Coffee cups and books beside my bed, little conversations in my head, things I never got the chance to say, still replay like yesterday. I know healing doesn't happen fast, not everything is built to last, but some love settle in your bones and teach your heart to carry ghosts. Maybe leaving isn't always gone, maybe love just changes form, and I'm still breathing your name like a prayer inside the rain. Every sigh, every flame somehow leads me back again. I'm still breathing your name, though the colors start to fade. In the quiet of my days, you remain. One day maybe I will smile at all the memories for a while, without the ache beneath my skin, without wishing you walked in. Still I'm breathing your name, not from sorrow, not from pain, but because you once were real, and some love never fully leaves. I'm still breathing your name softly into brighter days. As the night gives way to dawn, I move on. Your echo fades with morning light, and I'm alright. Dust is floating through the room, silver light and soft perfume. Your reflection in the glass feels like something from the past. Old records spin a fragile sound, echoes turning all around. Every melody we knew still comes back attached to you. There's a shadow in the silence, moving softly through the dark, like a piece of what we once were, still alive inside my heart. Slow dancing with ghosts tonight, holding on to fading light, spinning through these empty halls, while your memory softly calls. Like a dream I can't outgrow, like a love I still have known. Though you're gone, you linger close, I'm still dancing with you, ghost. Moonlight paints the wood clock keeps counting on, proof that nothing stays too long. Still I hear you in between every crack and every seam. Funny how a heart remembers what the mind tries to release, turning absence into rhythm, turning sorrow into peace. Slow dancing with ghosts tonight, holding on to faded light, spinning through these empty halls, while your memory softly calls. Like a dream I can't outgrow, like a love I still have known. Though you're gone, you linger close, I'm still dancing with your ghost. Maybe healing isn't leaving everything we used to be. Maybe it's just learning how to set old shadows gently free. Slow dancing with ghosts tonight, till the dawn begins to rise. One last turn beneath the stars, one last look at who we are. Now the music settles low, and at last I let you go, as the silence holds me close. No more dancing with a ghost. Piano fades, the room grows still. Morning comes beyond the hill. Pink petals falling through the afternoon, dancing softly underneath the moon. You were standing with that quiet smile, like we still had just a little while. April air was sweet against my skin, warm enough to let the light come in. Funny how the prettiest of days can still carry hidden shades of gray. We were blooming, we were bright, knowing seasons change with time. Cherry skies and goodbye, soft pink tears and twilight, holding on to one last view of a world that felt like you. Cherry skies and goodbye, golden fading light. Love was beautiful and brief, like blossoms in the breeze. Train doors closing with a gentle sound, while my heart stayed somewhere on the ground. Your reflection slowly moved away, like the ending of a warmer day. I kept pieces of you in my coat, little words you used to softly quote. Not enough to bring the moment back, but enough to trace our faded path. Some things end without a fight, just a sunset losing light. Cherry skies and goodbye, soft pink tears in twilight, holding on to one last view of a world that felt like you. Cherry skies arms in the breeze. Not every story needs forever to become something worth remembering. Sometimes all it takes is one spring to leave a lifetime coloring. Cherry skies and goodbye. Now I watch the night arrive with your warmth still on my skin, like a place I once had been. Cherry skies and goodbye. Stars begin to rise, and though you drift beyond my sight, you were mine one perfect time. Petals fade into the street, and I let them leave with peace. Found a box beneath my bed, filled with things we never said. Little snapshots, worn out frames, smiling faces, younger names. Summer freckles, city lights, blurry laughs on endless nights. Frozen moments, small and bright, captured in a flash of white. Funny how a single picture can reopen every door. Take me back to who I was and who we were before. Polaroids and promises scattered on the floor. Little pieces of a life we don't live anymore. Paper hearts and faded ink, memories I shouldn't keep, but every smile inside those frames still feels incomplete. There's one photo by the sea. You were leaning into me, hair caught in the evening breeze, looking like forever's dream. Now the colors start to fade, like the plans we thought we made. Time can soften every edge, but not the words we never said. And I wonder if you kept one, tucked away somewhere unseen, a tiny proof that what we had was more than just a dream. Polaroids and promises scattered on the floor. Little pieces of a life we don't live anymore. Paper hearts and faded ink, memories I shouldn't keep, but every smile inside those frames still feels incomplete. Maybe love was never meant to stay the way we thought it would. Some things only last a moment, still they leave behind some good. Polaroids and promises, soft beneath my hands, like a map of where we were and all our shifting plans. Though the pictures lose their color and the years keep moving on, I keep the warmth, release the ache, and carry it along. One last glance, one quiet smile, then I close the box a while. No fireworks hangs above our heads. No grand words left unsaid, just your hand brushing against mine, like a promise soft with time. Sunday mornings half awake, coffee cups and pancakes, little smiles across the room, flowers quietly in bloom. Not every love is made to shine like city lights or neon signs. This was a quiet kind of love, soft as rain and warm enough. No need to ask for something more. You felt like home I never knew before. A quiet kind of love, simple things were more than enough. In all the silence I could hear something honest living here. Late night talks and window views, sharing songs in shades of blue. Nothing perfect, nothing staged, just two hearts turning pages. Winter nights beneath one coat, tiny dreams we used to hold, like the world could stay this still if we only asked it to. Some hearts don't arrive with flame, they slowly learn each other's names. This was a quiet kind of love, soft as rain and warm enough. No need to ask for something more. You felt like home I never knew before. A quiet kind of love, simple things were more than enough. In all the silence I could hear something honest living here. Maybe love was never meant to always burn or leave a dent. Maybe sometimes all it needs is peace enough to breathe. This was a quiet kind of love, gentle as the stars above, not loud enough to shake the sky, but strong enough to change my life. A quiet kind of love, and even when the day is done, I keep its warmth inside my chest, like something soft that stayed its best. The lights go dim, the night feels slow, and I still hold that glow.
Station lights are burning low, midnight hums and people go. Empty benches, coffee cups, little signs of giving up. Cold wind rushing through the gate. Funny how love learns to wait till the moments pass too far, like two strangers under stars. There were words I should have spoken before the doors began to close. Now they echo in the silence, like a secret no one knows. After the last train leaves, what is left of you and me? Just the sound of fading wheels and all the things I couldn't keep. Standing where you said goodbye, underneath fluorescent light. I'm still here while time moves on, after the last train's gone. Timetables and neon signs measure out these restless nights.
Every platform feels the same. Still I hear you in my name. City sleeping far away while I replay yesterday. Every second stretched too thin, like a race I couldn't win. Maybe timing was the villain, not the way we used to care. Sometimes love can be so real and still vanish in the air. After the last train leaves, what is left of you and me? Just the sound of fading wheels and all the things I couldn't keep. Standing where you said goodbye underneath fluorescent light. I'm still here while time moves on after the last train's gone. Maybe some departures teach us how to hold and how to lose, how to let the night grow quiet without chasing what we knew. After the last train leaves, something changes inside me. Not every road is meant to turn back into what used to be. As the station fades to black, I stop wishing you'd come back. Take one breath and face the dawn after the last train's gone. Tracks grow still, the sky turns gray. Morning slowly finds its way. Rain falls softly on the avenue, silver lights reflecting shades of blue. Taxi headlights blur into the night, like little stars that lost their light. Your shadow lingers in the glass, like a scene I couldn't let just pass. Every drop against my window sings of unfinished little things. The city hums a low refrain while I dissolve into the rain. Velvet rain tonight, soft against the neon light, washing over memories you left behind with me. Velvet rain tonight, covering the city white, like a dream I can't explain, falling through my veins. Street cafe with empty wooden chairs, holding on to traces in the air. Coffee warm fading from my hands, like all our unspoken plans. People rushing under borrowed skies while I'm still caught inside your eyes. Funny how the world keeps moving on, even when our love is gone. The pavement glows beneath the haze, like all our softly broken days. Velvet drive away. A little ache, a little spark, still illuminating dark. Velvet rain tonight, now the dawn is drawing light, and the streets begin to clear, like you were never here. Velvet rain tonight, softly fading out of sight, but the warmth you left remains, gentle as the rain. Morning breaks beyond the gray, and the clouds drift away.
Neon dripping on the ground, silent buildings all around, taxi lights like passing stars, tracing lines through midnight dark. Hands inside my coat too deep, walking roads that never sleep. Every corner, every sign still reminds me you were mine. There's a softness in the darkness, like the city understands how some nights can feel so heavy, slipping through your hands. Velvet nights, empty streets, only echoes walk with me. Streetlights glow like distant gold, warming stories left untold. Every shadow feels like you, every skyline painted blue. In this city made of dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Storefront glass and rainy haze, blurring all my yesterdays. Your reflection in my mind moves a step ahead in time. Traffic hums a low refrain, mixing with the falling rain, like a soundtrack made for loss, and the lines we had to cross. Funny how the sleepless hours pull the truth into the light, making every hidden feeling impossible to hide. Velvet nights, empty streets, only echoes walk with me. Streetlights glow like distant gold, warming stories left untold. Every shadow feels like you, every skyline painted blue. In this city made of dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Maybe loneliness is softer when the whole world feels asleep, and the stars above the rooftops guard the things I couldn't keep. Velvet nights, empty streets, now feel lighter under me. Not every road leads back to us, some just teach me how to trust. As the darkness starts to fade and the dawn begins its shape, I keep walking, feeling free, past these empty city streets. Night grows thin, the sky turns
without fail.
Summer air and open windows wide, your hand reaching slowly into mine. Driving nowhere with the speakers loud, feeling taller than the passing clouds. Old blue denim, laughter in the breeze, salt-kissed skin and scraped up memories. Everything was brighter back then, like the world was ours to spend. We were young enough to think nothing good could ever end. Back when we were golden, wrapped in sunset moments, chasing light across the sea, like forever was easy. Back when we were golden, hearts were wide open. Every little dream we had shined brighter than the past. Late night rooftops underneath the stars, talking softly about who we are, building futures out of paper plans, certain life would understand. But the seasons always learn to turn, and the brightest fire still can burn, leaving embers in the midnight blue, still reminding me of you. Some things leave but never go, they just change the way they glow. Back when we were golden, wrapped in sunset moments, chasing light across the sea, like forever was easy. Back when we were golden, hearts were wide open. Every little dream we had shine brighter than the past. I don't miss the pain or fall, just the way we had it all, for a moment pure and free, like the best parts stayed with me. Back when we were golden, soft and full of motion, though the years have carried on, that warm light is never gone. Back when we were golden, love was bright and honest, and whenever sunsets burn, a piece of us returns. Daylight fades beyond the hill, but the glow is with me still.
Leaves are turning copper gold, summer's warmth is growing old. Sidewalk cracks and cooling air still remind me you were there. Sweater weather, coffee steam, you still visit in between. Little moments, small and bright, hidden in the fading light. And the trees let go so easy, while I'm learning how to do what the season does so gently, drifting out of you. Golden days are fading slow into skies of amber glow. Though the season moves along, a part of you still lingers on. Park benches and evening skies, clouds reflected in your eyes. Every sunset feels the same, softly whispering your name. Time is changing all I know, teaching hearts to bend and grow. Not every ending comes with pain, sometimes loss arrives like rain. Funny how the colder weather makes the memories feel warm, like the quiet after thunder, after every storm. Falling through September like leaves into the wind, trying to hold what's slipping from fingers growing thin. Golden days are fading slow into skies of amber glow. Though the season moves along, a part of you still lingers on. Maybe autumn was made for this, soft goodbyes and second skin, learning beauty can exist even where things have been. Falling through September, but lighter than before, no longer chasing shadows behind a closing door. As the leaves return to earth, I remember what you're worth. Then I smile into the cold and let another story fold. Wind grows still, the daylight ends. Autumn comes and softly bends. There's dust on my piano now, silence settled somehow. The keys don't sing the way they did since you became what once had been. Your coffee mug is gone at last, but somehow time moves way too fast, leaving corners of this room heavy with a quiet gloom. I used to play for you at night, now even melodies sound shy. Dust on my piano like snowfall moving slow, covering up the songs we wrote and all the words we used to know. Dust on my piano, a soft and silver coat, but underneath the quiet white, our echoes still survive tonight. Moonlight spills across the floor like it has 1,000 times before, touching every wooden frame as if it still recalls your name. I press a chord, it lingers long, a fragile piece of what went wrong. Not enough to bring you back, just enough to feel the cracks. Love can leave without a sound, still somehow remain around. Dust on my piano like snowfall moving slow, covering up the songs we wrote and all the words we used to know. Dust on my piano, a soft and silver One day I'll wipe the surface clean and play beyond what used to be. Dust on my piano, still catching evening gold, and in the fading amber light, a new song starts tonight. My fingers find a gentle chord and let it ring once more.
We were close enough to touch, but never quite enough. Like two shadows in the dark, almost reaching for a spark. Late night talks and tired eyes, half-made plans and quiet sighs. Every moment held a flame, but we never gave it name. There was something in the silence, something hanging in the air, like a word left on your lips that never made it there. The sound of almost love still echoes in my chest, like a song that never found its final place to rest. We were right beneath the stars, but never crossed that line, close enough to feel forever. Never yours, never mine. Morning light on empty cups, conversations building us, little glances, subtle signs, always there between the lines. Maybe timing made us small, maybe fear delayed it all. Maybe love was standing near while we disappeared in fear. Funny how the heart remembers what the hands could never hold. How unfinished kinds of stories sometimes hurt the most. The sound of almost love still echoes in my chest, like a song that never found its final place to rest. We were right beneath the stars, but never crossed that line, close enough to feel forever. Never yours, never mine. Oh, not every love is meant to happen. Some are only meant to stay as a lesson, as a feeling that time can't wash away. The sound of almost love, now softer than before, like footsteps in the hallway outside a closing door. Though we never had the ending that we both were dreaming of, I still hear the fading rhythm of our almost kind of love. Silence falls, the night moves on, and the unfinished song is gone. Your playlist started playing late last night, a random song, a little flash of light, and suddenly my room turned into then a place where we were more than friends. Old headphones tangled by my bed, with melodies inside my head. Every track still holds a trace of your laughter, of your face. Funny how a simple chord can open every locked up door. I get lost in your playlist, somewhere between the bass kicks and the songs we used to know.
could pause the night. Now the shuffle takes me through versions of me tied to you. Little soundtracks of our days, looping in familiar ways. Some memories don't need a face, just a rhythm, just a bass. I get lost in your playlist, somewhere between the bass kicks and the songs we used to know. Back when letting go was slow. Lost in your playlist, like a little time capsule exists, holding all the words we meant and every song we sounds like this. Not forgetting what I miss, but learning how to press replay without wishing you would stay. Still I'm lost in your playlist, but now it feels a little different. Less like heartbreak, more like art. Little chapters of my heart. Lost in your playlist, songs fade into morning mist, and as the final track grows thin, a new day slowly settles in. Music softens with the dawn, and I quietly move on.
Late night window, city glow, watching headlights move below. Quiet room and cooling tea, just the night, the stars and me. Curtains dancing with the breeze, memories arrive with ease. Every little thing I see pulls your ghost back close to me. There's a stillness in the darkness that can make the heart speak loud. Every hidden thought I buried finds its way out now. Late night window, open sky, holding all these sleepless nights like a frame around my thoughts and all the battles that I fought. Your reflection in the glass feels like something from the past. Though you faded out of view, I still see the shape of you. Moonlight resting on the floor, like the nights we had before. Soft and slow, a silver blue, everything still leads to you. Somewhere in another place, maybe you are doing okay. Maybe under different stars, you still think of who we are. Funny how the smallest distance can become a world so wide, turning simple kinds of silence into tides I cannot hide. Late night window, open sky, holding all these sleepless nights like a frame around my thoughts and all the battles that I fought. Your reflection in the glass feels like something from the past. Though you faded out of view, I still see the shape of you. Maybe healing looks like this, quiet room
late night window, morning near, the darkness starts to disappear. Like a page I finally turn, after all I had to learn. Now the skyline shifts to gold, and my hands no longer hold everything I thought I knew, except the best of loving you. Ooh, night moves on, the glass grows bright and fades into the morning light. April came with softer air, cherry blossoms everywhere. But somehow underneath the bloom, I still could only think of you. Sunlight resting on cafe walls, shadows stretching through the halls. Everything looked bright and new, except this little ache for you. The prettiest days can still carry hidden gray. Blue hearts in April, under pastel skies, smiling through the sunlight with tears behind my eyes. Blue hearts in April, blooming through the pain, learning how inside the rain. Your old messages still remain, tiny poems in my brain. Not enough to hold you near, but enough to keep you here. I walk slower by your street, listening to my heartbeat, like it's trying to understand how to loosen your old hand. Some things fade but linger too, like the scent of morning dew. Blue hearts in April, under pastel skies, smiling through the sunlight with tears behind my eyes. Blue hearts in April, blooming through the pain, learning how to love the spring and dance inside the rain. Maybe growth is bittersweet, flowers breaking through concrete, finding beauty in the cracks without asking for you back. Blue hearts in April, now the air feels light. Little by little I can see a softer kind of life. Blue hearts in April, still a little bruised, but somewhere in these warmer winds I'm becoming new. Petals drift beyond my feet, and I welcome spring. Moonlight on your jacket sleeve, silver threads in autumn breeze. You were leaning by my side, like the world had paused that night. The street was quiet, traffic low, city wrapped in amber glow. In that little moment there, nothing felt beyond repair. Funny how a single picture lives forever in the mind. Tiny details hold the weight of entire spans of time. Moonlight on your jacket, soft against the blue, like a scene I keep replaying every time I think of you. Cold air, warm hands, breathing in the night. Some memories don't fade away, they just turn into light. Coffee shop at 10:30, laughing like we'd never end. Windows fogged from winter air while the city disappeared. Now I pass those streets alone, still they somehow feel like home, like the echoes of your voice still survive inside the noise. And I wonder if you notice when the moon is hanging low, does it ever bring you back to that night so long ago? Moonlight on your jacket, soft against the blue, like a scene I keep replaying every time I think of you. Cold air, warm hands, breathing in the night. Some memories don't fade away, they just turn into light. Jacket, now a distant glow, like a warmth I carry with me anywhere I go. Though the night keeps moving forward and the stars begin to fade, I still smile for what we had and let the rest drift away. Moonlight dims, the dawn appears, softly drying all these years. Golden light spills on the floor like a season at my door. Curtains dancing in the breeze, carrying your memory. Open window, salted air, your old perfume still lingers there. Late July inside these walls, feels like time forgot to fall. Summer always leaves too fast, like it knows it cannot last. One less summer window, holding on to afterglow. Frames of amber, shades of gold, little stories left untold. One less summer window, watching daylight moving slow, like a love not meant to stay, but beautiful that way. Bicycles along the shore, barefoot nights I still adore. Laughing till the moon turned pale, writing dreams inside the rail. Now the evenings come and left untold. One last summer window, watching daylight moving slow, like a love not meant to stay, but beautiful that way. Not every chapter needs a fight. Sometimes endings come with light, a tender close, a softened hue, a quiet wave to something true. One last summer window, now the twilight starts to glow, and the warmth slips from my hands. I finally understand. One last summer window, closing with the sunset low, keeping all the light we knew before the season moved. Curtains settle, evening hums, and autumn softly comes.
There's a melody tonight, floating underneath the lights, like a story I still keep in the corners of my sleep. Every chord reminds me of all the ways we learned to love. Every lyric holds a trace of your smile, your time, your grace. Some goodbyes don't come with anger, only softness, only truth, just a quiet understanding of what we once moved through. One more song for you before the night is through, a final little melody for all we made it to. Not to pull you back again, not to start where we have been, just to thank you in a tune. One more song for you. Morning waits beyond the dark, like a fresh and fragile start. And although you're not with me, you're still part of what I'll be. Love can leave and still remain, not as sorrow, not as pain, but as colors in the sky that survive the closing night. Funny how the heart grows wiser after all it had to lose, learning not all endings mean there is something left to prove. One more song for you before the night is through, a final little melody for all we made it to. Not to pull you back again, not to start where we have been, just to thank you in a tune. One more song for you. Of the love we couldn't waste. One more song for you. Now the sky is turning blue, a gentle closing harmony to everything we knew. As the final note rings clear, there is nothing left to fear, just the calm of something true. One last song
is done, the night moves on. There's a voice memo on my phone, a melody I wrote alone, past midnight with the city dim, thinking maybe you'd hear it then. 1,000 words I couldn't say found their rhythm anyway. Little pieces of my heart hiding safely in the dark. I was brave enough to write it down, not enough to send it out. You were the song I never sent, all my love in fragments, wrapped inside a melody you were never meant to see. The song I never sent, full of words and sentiment, every note a softer truth, still somehow leading back to you. Headphones on, I press replay, listening to what I couldn't say. Funny how a simple tune can fill an empty room. The chorus rises, then it breaks, like all the chances that we waste. Not because the feeling died, just because I chose to hide. Some confessions stay as art, instead of reaching where they start. You were the song I never sent, all my love in fragments, wrapped inside a melody you were never meant to see. The song I never sent, full of words and sentiment, every note a softer truth, still somehow leading back to you. Maybe not all songs are made to be heard or serenade. Some exist to help us know the things we needed most to show. You were the song I never sent, but I no longer regret every lyric, every line. Help me leave the past behind. The song I never sent now feels like closure in the end, as the final piano fades. I'm no longer afraid. The last note lingers soft and clear, then disappears.